welcome to part 2 of Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Talking Toilets review. So, back where we left off. So Captain Underpants is stealing all the underwear from the clotheslines from backyard to backyard, while George and Harold are following him, and they're being followed by a toilet that's, well, talking. Anyways, once Captain Underpants was done, he went back to the school to save the day, but he didn't do such a good job as the following thing, where Miss Ribble, the last teacher, in technical respective thing, whatever, was running towards Captain Underpants, wanting him to save him. Sorry, her. But Captain Underpants says that she will be saved by him, but then the talking toilet ate her up. Then the three were left. Captain Underpants, George, and Harold were all surrounded by talking toilets. Captain Underpants began flinging underwear at the talking toilets, wanting to try to get them to stop eating, but they just kept eating them. So the two boys come up with the idea for cafeteria food to make them really sick, so they dash into the school and get some cafeteria food. And they quickly grab the cafeteria food, and Captain Underpants holds the last piece of underwear he has over his head like a slingshot, while Harold runs with the table with the cafeteria food on it, while George supplies the ammo, putting in the underwear so Captain Underpants can fling it like a slingshot. So they shoot food into the talking toilet's mouth, and eventually when all of them when all of them have cafeteria food in their mouths, they all start to get sick. Then they start barfing with all sorts of things like teachers, underwear, cafeteria food, etc. And all the talking toilets were dead. And then the two boys suddenly remembered that the the Turbo Toilet 2000 was also on the front cover, which was also photocopied. But wait, this is just something I'd like to point out. If they photocopied the entire book, wouldn't that mean another school, the kids, and another Captain Underpants would appear? Or did they just photocopy the front cover? I think they just photocopied the front cover. Anyways, then the Turbo Toilet 2000 suddenly crashes through the door, says, "You're all out of cafeteria food. How are you going to stop me?" And then Captain Underpants says, with wedgie power. But the two boys say that Captain Underpants can't fight him, but Captain Underpants doesn't listen. He jumps onto the Turbo Toilet 2000, and this is where something weird actually happens in Flipporama. But if you live in another country, I believe, it's also known as Flippy-rama. I don't get it. What's wrong with the O in it? More Flipporama, more Flippy-rama? I mean, both of these copies of the book just say Flipporama. I'm kind of confused about that. But anyways, here's the Flipporamas for Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Talking Toilets. So, after the Flipporama fights, Captain Underpants lost to the Turbo Toilet 2000. The Turbo Toilet 2000 was laughing in victory when he was victorious. Now George and Harold were doomed, but they had one last trick up their sleeve. They quickly dashed to the school, went over to the Passy 2000, and quickly drew a giant robot. They suddenly tried to name it the Urinator, but apparently one of them, I don't know who it is, I can't remember, they mentioned that they can't get away with it in a children's book, which is kind of breaking the fourth wall there. Yeah. And this is where the next Flipporama is, because, sorry, I still have stuff to describe, they name it the Incredible Robo Plunger 2000 or 3000. The Incredible Robo Plunger, we'll just call him that. And then the pasty shakes and sputters. The entire thing is about to break until it all stopped. Then a small thing was heard, and now came the Incredible Robo Plunger. So, and this is where the next set of fliporamas come in. So, the Incredible Robo Plunger has defeated the Turbo Toilet 2000, and the two boys pulled out their principal, who apparently got toilet water on his head, because, well, Captain Underpants' weakness is water on the head, and he turns back into Mr. Krupp. So, Mr. Krupps is worried that he's going to get fired because all of the teachers are unconscious, there's toilets everywhere, he's standing in his clothes, and the school is destroyed. So, what do the boys do? They make a deal with Mr. Krupp. They were going to fix the school and fix up the mess, that Mr. Krupp would have to repay them with the prize. I think I forgot to mention in part 1 that the prize for the invention convention was for principals of the day. So what do? They sent the Incredible Robo Plunger to fix up the school and clean up the mess, and then go to outer space, I think. And then they do it, and he heads off to space, and everything's good. Then, the next day, George and Harold become principals of the day with a live DJ, pizza, ice cream, and all that good stuff. I wish I had a day like that. Seriously, imagine your school having all that. Well, Mr. Krupp, Miss Ribble, and all the staff, including Melvin Sneedley, are all in the detention room writing sentences. Like Melvin, I don't know. I guess I know why he's there, but I don't know why Mr. Krupp is in there. He made the deal with them. Shouldn't Mr. Krupp be supervising them? Like, who's supervising all the kids? So, they come into the room to see what's going on in there. And what do they find? Mr. Krupp asks them how are they going to pay for all that pizza and everything. And the two boys say that they sold some stuff, like furniture from the teacher's lounge, and that chair or desk, I don't know. And then Mr. Krupp gets angry. The teachers hear what the boys said. And Miss Anthrope snaps her fingers, and then Mr. Krupp hears her. Mr. Krupp dashes to his office, takes off all of his clothes, rips off the curtain, ties it around his neck, and dashes out the window. And that, my friend, is with the tra-la-la, and here we go. Oh no, here we go again. This is the end of Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Talking Toilets review. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Give this video a like if you will. And I'll see you guys next time.